the Chicago Bears. Hello, I'm Johnny Musso, and I'd like to show you Chicago. Call Sandburg the poet. Call Chicago the city of big shoulders. That's because it carries so much of the trade and commerce of this country. It's where trucks and trains and ships pass through on their way to all of America. It's tall buildings on the lakefront, Old Town, Rush Street, and the Magnificent Mile. And it's people, good-natured, hard-working people. People who work in our United Way, for the Boys Clubs, YMCA, Travelers Aid, and many other agencies funded by our United Way. They take pride in the Bears, in our town, in our United Way. You see, Chicago has more than big shoulders. It has a big heart. On behalf of all our volunteers, we'd like to say, thanks to you, it works for all of us, the United Way.
The preceding announcement was brought to you as a public service by the National Football League. Coming back onto the field now, the New Orleans Saints, who are leading in this game by a score of 14-10. And the Detroit Lions, who are trailing by 4 points.
Well, Detroit's got all the stats. I'll say that. They've got 11 first downs to the Saints 5. Total net yards, 183 yards for Detroit, 56 for New Orleans. And that's exactly what happened last week. Lindsay, Detroit had 363 yards in offense, was on the short end of the score.
Well, it also goes to prove that if you block a punt, it is very likely to throw the stats all out of kilter.
That sure is.
That's Tommy Hudspeth, the head coach of these Detroit Lions, getting set with his headset there that goes to members of his staff upstairs. Getting the headset on now. That has become, the electronics equipment has become part and parcel of the football business now. I remember a story Harry Mayer told. He was coaching Ole Miss one year, playing Tennessee, and he put his headset on and discovered that he was on a party line. They had him plugged into the Tennessee line so that he was party to all the things that were said.
He knew where to go after the game, right?
Yes, he did. He knew. Hank Stram.
Look at that dapper suit he's got on there. That's got about $450. Hank doesn't buy anything cheap.
Greg Landry threw to 7 different receivers during the first half of this ball game. There's a time when the Detroit Lions used to start Landry and let him play a while, and start Munson and let him play a while, and start Landry again. Landry's the quarterback this year.
There are your stats. Offensive play. Detroit had the ball twice as much. First downs, 11-5. Yards gained rushing, 95-29, 88-27 upstairs. Total net yards, 3 times as much for Detroit, but they trail by 4 points. Landry, 10 out of 22. Here in the first half for 131 yards, 1 TD. Manning's 4 out of 10, good for 40 yards.
The Detroit Lions are getting in position to deploy now to receive the kickoff. The address to the troops. That is Hunter going center deep. Rick Kane is coming to one side of him. And Zarrow will kick off. Rich Zarrow, the placement kicker for the New Orleans Saints, went to St. Francis Prep in Brooklyn and then went to Harvard. Vince Lombardi and Joe Torre, the baseball manager of the Mets, went to St. Francis Prep. Neither made it to Harvard. High in the air at the goal line to Hunter. Hunter to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. And Hunter spins to the 21. And he goes down at the 21. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Detroit Lions at their own 21-yard line. Greg Landry comes on now. They trail by 4 points as we start playing the third quarter. Lindsey Nelson with Paul Hornung at the Silver Dome in Pontiac, Michigan.
I just want to add, that's a great plus to have a guy like Zarrow when he kicks off from the 35-yard line. He can put it consistently into the end zone. Boy, it's a great plus for you during the year.
Jarvis to the left side, Luther Blue to the right. Horace King is set back with Dexter Bussey. That's King. Got up there to the 24-yard line for 3 yards, where it'll be 2nd down and 7 yards to go. Jim Merlo in to make the stop. Left outside linebacker for the New Orleans Saints.
Well, their linebackers are rated. You have to rate them good, and they're also young. Merlo, only a 4-year veteran. Federspiel in his 6th year, and Greg Westbrook's only a 3-year veteran. So they're going to be there a long time.
Even up the running backs again. Give it to Horace King. Got across the 30-yard line. Just short of the first down, however. Derlin Moore, 5-year veteran from Oklahoma, made the stop. Be third down about a yard. Horace King for the 1st and 10. He picked it up as he got to the 34-yard line. Tom Myers made the tackle.
Oh, they went away from the tight end. Well, of course, I'll bet on 3rd and short on your playbook, your short list is what the teams call it, Glenn, that they probably don't have more than 4 or 5 short yardage runs. And that sometimes amazes fans when I tell them on a short list they only have 3 or 4 plays, but they feel they're going to run them and run them.
Andre slant in and Luther Blue. The intended receiver incomplete, 2nd and 10 at the 34.
Luther Blue is playing in place of J.D. Hill. He's supposedly out for the game with the hamstring pull in the first half.
J.D. Hill, the 7-year veteran from Arizona State. Second down, 10 yards to go. Greg Landry called the play and brings him up. You saw him talking to Rockne Freitas. Name for you, guess who?
Rockne.
Landry back to throw. Incomplete. Intended for Ray Jarvis. 3rd and 10 at the 34.
That's the 2nd consecutive play that Jarvis, Luther Blue was on the right side on the play previous, and they have both been open. Landry has just missed connection.
Charlie Sanders comes back onto the field now.
They're still working on New Orleans' left side. Ernie Jackson was hurt, and Craig Cassidy is in there now playing on the corner.
Landry 10 for 24, 131 yards in the air. 3rd down play here. Luther Blue right and Jarvis left. Landry. And it's complete to Jarvis at the 50-45. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Tom Myers wrote him out his 1st and 10 for the Lions in New Orleans territory inside the 40.
He just keyed the zone in, Lindsey. It's the same play that he was incomplete on the right side. This time he puts Jarvis on the left side. Little turn-in pattern right there. He's wide open. He beat Clarence Chapman on the right side to pick up a 26-yard first down.
New Orleans Saints are leading 14-10. The Lions have the ball now in New Orleans territory. Luther Blue to the right side, Jarvis to the left side, running backs in an eye. At least right now they are. Even them up. Bussey to the left side, Horace King to the right. Greg Landry to Bussey. Dexter Bussey to the 38-yard line for 2. Stopped by Bob Pollard. It'll be 2nd down and 8 yards to go.
He's a good one. Bob Pollard. Derlin Moore, actually, the other side. He plays the other side, number 74, defensive right tackle, are probably the best defensive linemen for the Saints.
Luther Blue goes left this time, and Jarvis comes right. Let him King to the left, Bussey to the right. And Landry keeps it. Landry up the middle of the 32-yard line as Alex Price and Greg Westbrooks brought him down. Picked up about 6 yards.
Probably just an automatic between the center, John Morris, and Landry. Just tapped him on the fanny there. Said, let's take it.
3rd down, 2.5 yards to go. Get David Hill back in there now, number 81.
Well, I guess I should say hello to my man Jimmy Taylor down there in New Orleans watching the game. If he's not outside lifting weights in his backyard with his son Chip.
Landry calls a timeout. Landry calls a timeout. Not sure, and he wants to call a timeout and get this straightened out. So Landry turned quickly and called a timeout. They used to call Paul Hornung and Jimmy Taylor Thunder and Lightning at Green Bay. I hear they have a couple of acts in New Orleans they call Thunder and Lightning.
Você me conhece? Eu sou conhecido porque eu uso a cabeça no campo de futebol. Mas também eu uso a cabeça quando viajo. Eu sempre levo comigo o cartão da American Express. Já usei em mais de 40 países. Ele é conhecido e respeitado em todo o mundo. Até nos lugares onde eles falam línguas estranhas. Como o inglês.
To apply for a card, look for this display wherever the card is welcomed.
The American Express card. Don't leave home without it.
We put Mobil 1 into this car and drove it 15,000 miles without an oil change. We then tested the oil and found that used Mobil 1 still protected the engine as well as new ordinary motor oil. Mobil 1, the oil that saves you gas, saves you oil changes.
Lion must be running for office. Shaking hands with the fans in the stands. Third down, 2.5 yards to go now for the Detroit Lions. At the 32. Dexter Bussey goes outside King. He's got the first. He's at the 25-20. And he goes out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Chuck Crisp bounced him out.
Well, this time on 3rd and short, they go to the side of the tight end. There's your double team blocking up. You really can't see it, but David Hill and Sanders are over there. Bussey takes it to the outside, picks up 15 yards, pushed out of bounds by Chuck Crisp.
That was worth taking the time out to get straightened out.
Here's some scores. Atlanta and Washington are tied up in the 3rd quarter in a defensive battle, 3 apiece. Baltimore 20 over the Jets 3, 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 for the Lions at the 17-yard line. Dexter Bussey moved it to the 13-yard line. Picked up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Alex Bryce in to make the stop.
Cincinnati, Jim Zorn's got them coming back. They led 28-0. Seattle's cut it to 14, 3rd quarter.
Dexter Bussey's carried 13 times for 67 yards. Lions in this drive for the 3rd consecutive time picked up the first down on a 3rd down play. 2nd and 5 at the 13. Saints are leading 14-10. Greg Landry back. And it's incomplete to Luther Blue at the 5-yard line.
Craig Cassidy got his hands on the football. Broke up the play. That's Luther Blue. Dallas 28-7, and guess who scored the last touchdown for Dallas? Tony Dorsett, or Tony Dorsett, whichever way you'd like. Tony Dorsett, 11-yard run, his first professional football touchdown.
There's a penalty being marked off against the Detroit Lions, and we'll pick this one up.
Holding, 68, offense, 2nd down.
Mark Markovich was holding on the play. So it's still 2nd down.
8th penalty so far for the Lions, 70 yards. San Diego's taking a 6-point lead in the 3rd quarter over Kansas City. Second star, maybe, win 2 in a row. Could that be true?
2nd and 16 at the 23-yard line. Try a draw play. Horace King to the 20-yard line. Picked up 3 on the draw.
Good end zone shot here. Watch the defensive tackles take an inside push. There's almost a standoff on the middle linebacker, Fetterspiel, who gets help from Jim Merlo there. Merlo on the stop. Good camera action there on the draw.
Merlo, formerly a college star at Stanford. 3rd and 13.
Seattle's added another field goal from 32 yards out. John Leopold, 28-17.
Landry. All alone in the end zone. Charlie Sanders for the touchdown. He has just set a new record for career receptions. They moved 78 yards in 12 plays. And on a 20-yard pass play from Landry to Sanders, he has just set the career record. He's getting congratulations for the touchdown and for the reception. The touchdown sends the Lions ahead, of course.
Oh, a great drive. They took the second half kickoff, and this is the way it ends. Watch Landry, Lindsey. He steps up into the pocket. He steps around. A good block. Craig Hertwig took the defensive end around him, and Charlie Sanders was all alone in the end zone. There wasn't anybody within 8 yards of him when he broke loose free. Watch this. Landry steps up to the inside and finds Charlie Sanders wide open for the touchdown.
An ovation here at the Silverdome for Charlie Sanders. And he's got the ball, and he is bringing it off the ball for his trophy case. Charlie Sanders. A big ovation from the Lions fans. He's put in a lot of good years in a Lions uniform. That touchdown sent the Lions ahead. 16-14 conversion attempt coming, Steve Mickemeyer. Danielson is holding. Mickemeyer boots it up. It's good. So as they come back up the field, it is the Detroit Lions 17 and the New Orleans Saints 14. We have 9 minutes, 54 seconds remaining to be played in the third quarter.
The Ford in Your Future is coming October 7th. The new Ford Fairmont. A new wagon designed for today and the years ahead. The Fairmont wagon has excellent mileage ratings, but while it is trim and lean outside, Fairmont has almost 90% of the passenger space of most large wagons, and with its seat down can swallow up all this cargo. Is Fairmont the Ford of your future? Test drive Fairmont October 7th. Find out for yourself. Fairmont, the newest, better idea from the Wagon Master.
Time to trade in for TouchTune at your Magnavox dealer now. Trade in your old TV for any new Magnavox TouchTune color television and save big. Just in time for football season. And just for touching any TouchTune television, you'll be handed free the official 1977 NFL record manual. Choose from a wide range of prices and styles during trade-in for TouchTune time. Trade and save at your Magnavox dealer now.
Hawkeye hits rock bottom as Radar is wounded in action on MASH. Tuesday at 9, 8 Central and Mountain.
Charlie Sanders is a happy man. And here's the kickoff by Mickemeyer. Maudie and Stewart are deep, and it is taken back there at the 13-yard line and returned to the 20.
And
Boykin carried it.
That's Greg Boykin, a rookie out of Northwestern.
Got it out to the 30-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the New Orleans Saints at the 30. Detroit Lions, by the way, have had 137 yards rushing, 134 yards passing for 271.
A nice balanced attack, I'll tell you that.
Baseball score, the New York Yankees in the American League are leading the Toronto Blue Jays 8-0, 6th inning. Larry Burton back in the ballgame, wide receiver to the left side. Left the field injured in the first half. Handing to Chuck Muncie. Muncie to the left side and across the 35, 36-yard line. 2nd and 4 at the 36, Charlie West up from the strong safety to make the tackle.
He's kind of hobbling back to the huddle again. First quarter, he almost strained an ankle. Went over to the sidelines, got it taped. There's a third quarter score. Redskins put a touchdown on the board, lead by 7.
New Orleans has had only 59 total yards, 31 on Muncie's touchdown run. Tony Galbraith carried. Got it out to the 38 before Doug English brought him down. A gain of 2 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 2. 8 minutes, 50 seconds left in the third quarter.
St. Louis, Chicago. Two early field goals by Jim Bakken have added a touchdown. They lead the Bears by 10.
Jim Laslovic, little linebacker you saw there for the Lions. Galbraith ahead of Muncie, thunder and lightning. Here's the pitch to Muncie. Well, he didn't get it. Anything, he lost a yard. That brings on the punting unit for the New Orleans Saints.
Good defense by the Detroit Lions right there on 3rd and 2.
Umoff and Hunter got to him. It's Tom Blanchard in to do the punting. As you see Landry along the sidelines, Giron is going deep to receive the punt. Blanchard has been booming that football today. We're indoors so that there is no wind.
I've seen him throw it out of this formation, too.
Heavy rush. Went down on his knees. Fair catch. Made at the 17. He went into the Academy Award act, but he got no flag.
Tell you what, they almost blocked the punt, too. 45-yard punt.
So the Detroit Lions lead in the game. They're leading 17-14, and they'll start 1st and 10 now with the ball at their own 17.
Where does your money go after you put it in your bank? Well, some of it's right here. Building your neighborhood, construction loans and home mortgages. But also with municipal bonding, money for your public parks, and money for your schools. Today, America's banks have over $80 billion invested in communities like yours. So if you believe in your community, there's no better place to put your money than your bank. America's bankers, helping you change things for the better.
To get ahead these days, you got to keep on your toes. So I've got something to keep my competition flat-footed. Sunoco's penny-pinching pump. It has 190. The gas is made to sell below my regular, and 220, the gas that sells below my premium. So if your car runs on regular or premium, my pump could save you money on quality gas. Listen, if I don't want you to go right by me, I got to do right by you. Sunoco's penny-pinching pump can fill up your tank for less. That's my way of being very friendly.
Lions have the ball 1st and 10 and advance their own 17. Rick Kane and Marv Hubbard are the running backs in there just now for Landry. Kane and Hubbard. Split them. Landry. Well, he spins away. Penalty marker's thrown. And he gets up to the 30, 35 and out of bounds. Penalty marker thrown over there as well. There's Chapman, shoved him out. Chuck Christ over there gesticulating. Christ being restrained a little as a marker was thrown right there. It's about the 37, 38-yard line. So we got a couple of flags to check out.
Got a 20-yard pickup there on the run. Let's check out the penalty. Seattle fighting back with another field goal violation.
Personal foul,
cut it to 8.
number 24, defense. Illegal use of the hands, number 68, offense. Offset, first down.
They're offsetting penalties. Mark Markovich, illegal use of hands for Detroit. Clarence Chapman for the New Orleans Saints, a personal foul. They're offsetting. They'll bring it back and do it all over again. 1st and 10, back there in advance of the 17-yard line. 7 minutes, 28 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The Detroit Lions are leading the New Orleans Saints 17-14. Jarvis far to the right side. Got Kane setting the slot right. Even him up with Hubbard now. Kane and Hubbard. Landry has the ball and Kane carries. 25-30. Went out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Chuck Christ moved him out.
Oh, they're getting good blocking on the left side. Now watch the tight ends if we can pick them up. Both Hill and Sanders are on the left side here, and they just clear the way over there. Rick Kane wasn't even touched till he got the first down. 18-yard pickup. There's your blocking. Here's Sanders and Hill there. They're getting standoff blocks. Marv Hubbard knocks one of the cornermen to the outside. Kane cuts inside for 18 yards. Good blocking.
Kane's carried twice, and he's picked up 27 yards. This is a 1st and 10 at the 36. Dexter Bussey. 40, 45, 50. And he's at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for Detroit at the New Orleans 48.
Here they go again to the double tight end again. Sanders cut Bob Pollard down to the inside, and Lindsey, they're just opening up huge holes off that power situation. 16 yards this time.
Detroit Lions are leading by a score of 17-14. They've moved the ball into New Orleans territory here midway of the 3rd quarter.
There's those two tight ends again lining up on the same side. And actually, that's been the key to the running offense for Detroit all day long.
Bussey's carried 14 times for 82 yards. He and Horace King are the running backs now. Here's Bussey again.
Same play.
Cuts inside King. Moved it down to the 42-yard line. He picked up 6.
Oh, those two tight ends are just doing a great job blocking. They're just, the back, when he gets to the line of scrimmage, everybody's wiped out. They've got at least 6 or 7 yards every time here in the second half. 88 yards for Dexter Bussey, 15 carries. Not a bad afternoon.
Second down and 4 yards to go. Detroit's ball on the New Orleans, 42.
Let's see if they run it to the right. There's your two tight ends again, Lynn.
Tighten up Horace King. Well, they go to the left side with King this time, and he can't get away. Being pulled down by Greg Westbrook. Penalty marker.
Somebody had a face mask penalty there. I think it was Westbrook's. It could have been the linebacker. Yep.
He'll give it to us after he marks off the penalty. I think you heard him ask the linesman if it's 60. If it is, it's Westbrook.
Grabbing the face mask, number 60, defense, first down.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can pick it up from the end zone. Here it goes. They go to the weak side for the first time in 4 plays. There's Westbrook. See, he's right hand. He's got a hold of the face mask. And the referee was right on top of it.
Herbert and Kane in there now. Detroit's had 18 first downs. New Orleans had 5. That's Kane who moved back, and he's in motion right. Greg Landry rolling. At the 35, he hit the deck. Picked up 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. Alex Price, Greg Westbrook there.
Here's a halftime score. Green Bay and the Oilers are tied up 10 apiece. Tony Frisch, 32-yard field goal, tied it up at halftime.
We have 5 minutes, 27 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Detroit Lions are leading by a score of 17-14. Second down play. Dexter Bussey to the 31-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 4. There's Chapman made the stop off the right corner.
Well, I think Detroit's found an offense here running the football this year that's a little bit different. They can use those 2 tight ends in a lot of different varieties. They use them on the same side today. Last week, they used them in the backfield. They had them in motion.
Bussey's carried 16 times for 93 yards today.
Here they come again.
Bussey again. Well, he's got the 1st and 10 as he kept spinning to the 22-yard line. Myers and Fettersfield.
There it is off the right side. A good block by Marv Hubbard, and everybody seals off to the inside, and Bussey does the rest with some hard running.
Detroit has converted 10 of 17 third down situations. Herbert's coming off now. Bussey now has picked up 102 yards and 17 carries. Rick Kane and Horace King are in there now as the running backs. Kane and King. Here's King over. King has the ball. Horace King. Well, he only got a yard. 2nd and 9 at the 21.
In this whole series, they've only run weak twice, Lindsey. They got a face mask penalty one time. They're stopped for no game. The rest of the time, they have been running to the tight end side of the field. That young man right there, 81, David Hill, and 88, Charlie Sanders. Oh, Dallas really putting it on the New York Giants. Second quarter, 31-7.
You saw Joe Campbell on the last tackle, the great rookie from the University of Maryland. 2nd and 9. There's Kane. Inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal at the 9 as Rick Kane, the rookie from San Jose State, carried Chuck Christopher.
I hate to keep reiterating. Look at David Hill knock everything to the inside. Sanders got his block. And the whole Detroit offense went right up into the hole. They're just running to that side almost every time.
Detroit's picked up 205 yards rushing. The Lions are leading the Saints 17-14. First down and goal to go at the 9-yard line. This is King. Stretches out to the 1-yard line. Horace King carried the football as Craig Cassidy made the stop. Second and goal at the 1.
Boy, I tell you, Lindsey, it's a great display of power football here by the Detroit Lions. They've got those two tight ends, and I know they're a little bit tired right now having to block because they have stuck their nose right in there and moved the New Orleans Saints right off the line of scrimmage.
Lynn Bodine has come in there at an offensive guard now for the Detroit Lions. Second down and goal to go at the 1-yard line. Horace King and Dexter Bussey are the running backs. That's King. Touchdown. Touchdown for the Lions. Horace King took it in. They went 82 yards in 10 plays to score.
One pass completion in the drive. End zone shot here, just off tackle. The guard pulls around, looks for the middle linebacker, gets a seal, and Horace King does the rest, diving over.
23-14, and a conversion attempt coming. Jerry Danielson will hold for Steve Mickemeyer. It's up. No good. It is no good. And so the score remains. The Detroit Lions 23 and the New Orleans Saints 14. We have 1 minute, 47 seconds remaining to be played in the third quarter. You see King take it over again.
All across our land, people know our brand. You can trust AC.
Thanks, AC.
Spark Plus by AC. We'll help you smile throughout the miles. You can trust AC.
Thanks, AC.
Spark Plus by AC. So when you want to go, we're the name to know. You can trust AC.
Thanks, AC.
Spark Plugs by AC. Firing spark plugs by AC.
Maybe you're using Desenex, but to kill the fungus that causes the burning, cracking, and itching of athlete's foot, Aftate is better, much better. It's the killer. Aftate kills all major types of athlete's foot fungus and helps prevent reinfection. In fact, the medication in Aftate has been proven more effective in killing athlete's foot fungus than the medication in Desenex. Aftate is better, much better. It's the killer.
The Saints led at halftime, but New Orleans has had the ball only 3 plays on the punt in the third quarter. Detroit's had 2 touchdown drives in the third quarter. 78 yards in 12 plays, 82 yards in 10 plays, 160 yards. Steve Mickemeyer puts it up. Stewart retreats. He takes it, but he will not run it out. He's on the end line. As a matter of fact, he'll be brought out and put in play first and 10 at the 20-yard line. 10 plays, 82 yards. They kept the ball 5 minutes, 51 seconds on that last scoring drive. Detroit's leading by a score of 23-14. 1 minute, 41 seconds remaining to be played in the third quarter. First and 10 at the 20.
There's Mickemeyer. Now, you think he looks a little bit serious. He's mad because he hooked that extra point. He hooked it way to the left.
Archie Manning brings up the New Orleans Saints. He's got the ball. He pumps it. Incomplete. Trying to thread a needle to Jim Thaxton.
Charlie West was right there. Got his hands on the football. It's a good pass. Thaxton had his hands on the football. Could have held it, but that little deflection by Charlie West caused the incompletion.
Second quarter score, San Diego 16, the Kansas City Chiefs 7. Right here, it's 23-14. The Lions are leading New Orleans. Archie Manning looks it over.
Well, the Detroit Lions have scored 16 unanswered points here. They trailed 14-7 first quarter. Randy Rich is coming in that Detroit defense.
Dropping back now is Manning. Well, he sort of sidearms it out there to Muncie, but it's incomplete. So it's third and 10 at the 20-yard line. 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining to be played in the third quarter. Joel Parker coming in there. 3-year veteran from the University of Florida, 6'5", 215-pounder.
Blitz.
Manning just stays alive, but does not get back to the line of scrimmage. He lost a yard. Ken Sanders and Herb Orvis made the stop, and the punting unit comes in.
Well, that's the tradition of the Detroit Lions. You give them a 7-point lead deep in your own territory, and they'll throw everybody at you except the kitchen sink. Here comes two Laslovic. 78 Doug English is right there, and Manning is in trouble. Herb Orvis puts the stoppers on him with help from Ken Sanders.
Tom Blanchard's in to do the punting now. Giron is dropped back to receive it. Big Giron. Detroit's rushing 10. Contact made. Penalty marker thrown.
Ah, here we go. They're going at it. That's Garth Ken Naple, and he weighs about 215 pounds, and I think he went against one of the offensive linemen who probably averaged about 260, and they're still down there wrestling. Oh, the ref. That's 73. Joe Campbell, #1 draft choice out of Maryland.
Joe Campbell. Tom Kelleher, the veteran official there with him.
Campbell's listed as a defensive end. Of course, he was All-American in Maryland. #1 draft choice of the Saints, and they're playing him on offense today.
The officials are in conclave. That's Mark Wright doing the talking. The referee.
Personal foul.
Personal fouls on either team are offsetting.
Let's see who starts it here. We pick up 73. Nope, a little bit too late. That's Garth Ken Naple
and Joe
Campbell going at it. They can't hurt anybody with all that equipment on at that close range.
As long as you keep that helmet on. Blanchard's back in deep punt formation.
We'll try to block it, Lynn. Nope, we got the return on for the first time today.
Well, he gets a good roll. Picked up by the sideline now. That's Walt Williams, and Walt Williams is still way back at the 17-yard line.
And he lost about 14 yards trying to get tricky there.
Walt Williams, who is a cornerback, in one brief moment decided he would go for the glory, and instead took the ball back to his own 17. 51-yard punt for Blanchard, including the roll, which is counted statistically. Next Saturday at 4:30 p.m., the CBS Sports Spectacular, the World's Strongest Men, the first of a series of 10 broadcasts matching some of the world's strongest men. And then we'll have a horse race, $250,000, the Cup from Belmont. Then the Super Bowl of motocross, held last July at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, all on the CBS Sports Network. Rick Kane, stopped by Tom Myers.
I tell you, if that was that New Orleans Saints defense, wherever those two tight ends would line up, I would overload that way. I tell you that, they're just killing them off that strong side formation. 10-6, Washington over Atlanta. Falcons have cut it to 4.
Kane has picked up 45 yards in 4 carries. Ball is out there on the 24-yard line. And there's the gun. That's the end of the third quarter with the score. Detroit Lions 23, the Orleans Saints 14. We now pause for a word from your local station.
Lenny loses his cool when his apartment catches fire in the riotous premiere of Busting Loose, Wednesday night on CBS.
Third quarter belonged to the Detroit Lions. Overall now, Detroit's had 21 first downs, New Orleans 5. Yards rushing, Detroit 220, New Orleans 38. Yards passing, Detroit 133, New Orleans 22. Second and 3 at the 24 for the Lions as we start the fourth quarter. Lindsey Nelson with Paul Horning in Pontiac, Michigan. Bussey carried, and he got just across the 25-yard line as Joe Fettersfield brought him down. Not enough for first down yardage. Total yardage for the day through three quarters. Detroit 353 yards and New Orleans 60.
Oh, that's some kind of offense, I tell you. They ranked number one in the NFC after their opening game loss to Chicago, and I think they're going to hold that.
Third down and 2 yards to go. 3rd and 2. Dexter Bussey. He's got the first down as he moved it to the 32-yard line. Jim Merlo made the stop.
I think New Orleans would be getting used to seeing that 3rd and short run into that power situation again. Well, they know it's coming, but they can't stop it.
Spotted squarely on the 33 for the Lions. 1st and 10 in their own territory. Third down conversions, Detroit 11 of 18, New Orleans none for 7. No gain on that one. Harv Hubbard carried, and Joe Fettersfield brought him down. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line. We're in the fourth quarter. The Lions are leading by a score of 23-14. Each of these teams lost the opening game of the season last week, so each is looking for its first win of the year here this afternoon. Dexter Bussey at the 29-yard line. Alex Price stopped him.
Fettersfield almost jumped off sides.
I'll say. Third and 14 it is. Comes Horace King into the ball game. Rick Kane into the ball game at running backs. Herbert's coming off. Bussey's coming off. Charlie Sanders is coming off. 3rd and 14 for the Detroit Lions.
Oh, I'd watch Jarvis on this turn-in on the weak side. They usually go to this turn-in on passing situation.
Landry. And he is filled by Bob Pollard. And Jerry Markbright went down into the bargain, but he's all right, and so is Landry.
He had a screen called. Landry had a screen pass called and decided to eat the football. Let's watch him. There he goes back and sets up. See him start to drift, and he says, "Where's my screen?" Bob Pollard was right there.
Rich Moty has dropped back now to receive the punt. That's the 5th sack, minus 60 yards. Wilbur Summers is in deep punt formation, punting again from his end zone. Low snap, and now it is across the end line, and that's a safety. That is a 2-pointer, and there'll be a free kick following at the 20-yard line.
And snap from center there. I think it was Markovich usually centers the ball for the punts, and he centered it way to the right on the ground, so it's going to cost him 2.
So 2 more points go up on the board, and it is now 25-14.
I drive a Ford pickup because my daddy told me they're built tough. Right, Daddy?
Right, and I bought a Ford pickup because my daddy told me they were built tough. Right, Daddy?
Yep, and I drive a Ford pickup because my daddy told me they were built tough. Right, Daddy?
That's right, yeah. My daddy came to Texas in a covered wagon. I had to learn about Fords on my own. I'm a smart old bird, ain't I?
Of all Ford trucks registered over the last 12 years, 93 out of 100 are still on the job.
Now try and forget the 10th largest life insurance company in America, Lincoln National Life. We're easy to remember.
Is it a fling or the real thing? Julie falls for an older man on the season premiere of One Day at a Time, Tuesday following MASH.
Detroit 23, New Orleans 16. We have 11 minutes, 48 seconds remaining to be played, and that's Tommy Hudspeth.
And boy, Lindsay, he's got to be a little bit peeved at these special teams. They've given the Saints, 9 points. They've given that block kick for a touchdown. Then, of course, here comes the safety. They've also missed an extra point, and they've got it back to a 7-point difference.
Free kick, you can put it in play from a punt or placement. It's going to be punted. So it's booted. And Maudie and Stewart are deep.
Greg Boykin.
Boykin is returning it to the 50, to the 45, and Greg Boykin gets it all the way to the 42-yard line. So now the Saints, on the free kick, get good field position in New Orleans territory, 1st and 10 at the Detroit, 42-yard line.
This is Greg Boykin, the rookie out of Northwestern. He was a fine running back, almost got 1,000 yards in his freshman year at Northwestern. So he's got the Saints in pretty good territory. Lindsay, in the New Orleans game last year, they had a punter named Herman Weaver here at Detroit, fumbled a snap, tried to run out, and tackled and fumbled. New Orleans recovered, and they scored a 17-16 victory.
Archie Manning. Well, he had some trouble with the Lions and some trouble with an official. Doug English had him by the leg, which was his biggest trouble. And he picked up 1.5 foot. No pun intended. Call it 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line. Summers, the punter. Lions 23 and the Saints 16. Now it is a screen out left and taken out there by Tony Galbraith. But it's no gain. Maybe a loss of a yard on that one. Paul Newmouth and Tony Dakin in on the stop. Make it 3rd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Look at that. 3rd down efficiency. Quite a difference. Well, of course, the Saints haven't had the ball too much here in the second half so far.
Manning is 5 for 13 in the air, 39 yards. Archie Manning. He gunned it complete to Thaxton. Jim Thaxton.
It's going to be a 1st down.
Well, where it's going to be marked now, it is a 1st down.
Good catch by Thaxton and a good tackle by Levi Johnson. Really puts his shoulder in here. Manning stands right in the pocket. Good pitch. Right there. He made a good catch with the hands. Levi Johnson on the stop knocked him back, but it's going to be a 1st down, I think.
They're going to measure to determine whether or not it is. Taking the sticks all the way across. And it is a 1st and 10. Detroit Lions 23 and the New Orleans Saints 16 with 10 minutes, 1 second left to play in the game. Saints are trailing by 7. 1st and 10 at the Lions 32-yard line. Motion across by Don Herman. Manning. Completed on the far side. Joel Parker.
Quick turnout left. Good rhythm here. Plants off the right foot, and the ball's right there. Good pass by Manning. It's a good move by Parker here to come back and fight for a couple extra yards.
Got it to the 24-yard line. Going to be second down, 3 yards to go.
We're 24 yards away from a tie football game
We
here.
are all of that. Saints are very much in this one right now on this drive. Up, Muncie. Stacked up. It's going to be marked way back at the 25 as Charlie West is the first man to hit him. It'll be third down. And 4 yards to go at the 25. Well, this is a big play in the ball game coming up for the New Orleans Saints. We have 8 minutes, 51 seconds left to play. Lions 23, Saints 16.
Well, he tried to dance his way into the hole that time.
And it sort of closed before his arrival.
There wasn't too much running room there.
New Orleans 1 for 9 in third down efficiency, and this is a third down circumstance. Parker in motion. And it's completed. Taken by Thaxton, and Thaxton has got a 1st and 10, and it's going to be marked over there just outside the 15-yard line.
Got a nice soft pass to catch. Manning can drill it. He's got just that touch on the football. Real nice for the tight end that time. Jim Thaxton, a little square out to the sidelines. He was wide open.
Outside the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for the New Orleans Saints, who trail by 7. Parker goes to the left side. Don Herman comes to the right side for Archie Manning. They split the running backs. Galbraith and Muncie. Now it's Archie Manning rolling and looking and throwing and deflected and incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you, if it hadn't been deflected, it might have been 7 because Thaxton was open in the end zone. He's already caught 3 today. We've got a final for you. Baltimore with the New York Jets by 8.
2nd and 10, the situation here for New Orleans outside the 15-yard line of the Lions.
The Colts are now 2-0. I think they're going to be around at the end of the playoffs. When the playoffs starts, I think the Colts are going to be hurt.
Joe Parker goes to the left side. Don Herman comes to the right side. Now it's Archie Manning. Ball skitters away. There's a penalty marker thrown. There's a marker upfield.
I was going to say, the only real bad thing that could happen to the Saints here is to get sacked. And boy, he got sacked all right. He tried to get rid of the football there. He shouldn't have tried to get rid of the football there. Could have been ruled a fumble. There's a flag down. Let's check out the penalty. Well, the Bears look like they're in for their first loss of the season. St. Louis 16, Chicago 3. Another back and field goal. He's kicked 3.
Let's get the penalty now against the Lions.
Holding, number 28, defense, automatic first down.
James Hunter on the left corner holding. That's a first down outside the 10-yard line.
Oh, what a big first down. What a turnaround.
Call it 1st and 10 at the 11 as we start the drive now. It would be possible to pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, although it's unlikely. Lions 23, Saints 16. Saints 1st and 10. 8 minutes, 7 seconds left to play in the game. This is Muncie. Well, he got inside the 10, and that was all. At the 9-yard line, Williams and Newmoff brought him down.
Did a little fancy stepping to pick up that 2.
2nd and 8 on the 9 as Muncie's shoulder pad is showing through on either side. Muncie's carried 11 times for 52 yards. 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line. Joel Parker goes to the left side. Rich Marty to the right side. That's incomplete. Try to get it to Galbraith. Try to get it to Tony Galbraith coming out of the backfield. 3rd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
You should have had it. Yeah, it was a little bit low, but it was catchable. Galbraith might have gotten in for the score, or he would have at least been inside that 5-yard stripe.
7 minutes, 16 seconds left to play. Marty goes out the field. Don Herman comes back.
Play action here. He's rolling around to the right. Watch Manning. Just a little bit below his waist. He should have had it. Newmoff was right there.
Archie Manning lost it up into the air, and it's incomplete. Trying to let Parker make a leaping grab, but it is 4th and 8 now at the 9 with 7 minutes, 11 seconds to play. Here comes the field goal unit on for the New Orleans Saints.
Well, the blitz, Paul Newmoff, came from his left side and caused Manning to throw it up for grabs.
Rich Zarrow is in to attempt the field goal. Saints are trailing by 7.
Oh, here's the fourth quarter score with 6 minutes to go. At Cincinnati, 42, Seattle, 20. Archie Griffin will score an 18-yard pass.
Tom Blanchard is in to hold. And this will be a 26-yard attempt. Zarrow with a 26-yard attempt for New Orleans. It's good. It is good. 3 more points on the board for the New Orleans Saints. So it is now the Detroit Lions 23 and the New Orleans Saints 19. 7 minutes, 8 seconds left to play in this game.
Inside this new Firestone radial tire is an improved steel cord with 5 million miles of developmental testing. Where once we used 5 strands, we now use 10 strands of steel. 7 around 2, wrapped by 1. A cord construction so important, Firestone named the tire for it. 7, 2, 1. The new steel-belted radial 721. Now, from Firestone.
The Quintrix 2-color picture tube from Panasonic brings you a very lifelike picture. Because Quintrix 2 is our inline picture tube with an extra pre-focus lens that concentrates and focuses the electron beam to bring you Panasonic's sharpest picture ever. So lifelike, you may even feel you're part of the picture. Quintrix 2, one more reason Panasonic is just slightly ahead of our time.
The Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. Here's the kickoff. Zarrow puts it up. Rich is deep, but this one is bounding, and Rich takes it at the 15, to the 20, and gets it back to the 23-yard line. Total yards, Detroit now has 343. New Orleans has 88. Wow. 4 points difference in the score.
I tell you that safety quarterback comparison, Manning, 8 out of 1967. Greg Landry, and those are the number 1 and number 2 rated NFC passers going into the second game of the season.
Well, the Detroit Lions had the ball most of the third quarter. Can they keep it a while now, or can New Orleans hold with the defense and get the ball back? That's their plan. First and 10 for Detroit at the 23. Here's a quick pitch to Dexter Bussett. And he moved it out there to the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards on the play. It's 2nd and 5. Bob Pollard, Joe Fettersfield made the stop for New Orleans. Lions 23, Saints 19.
Bussey heading for a 100-yard day here. He's over 90 yards rushing. He is over 100 yards. 21 carries, 113 yards now for Dexter Bussey.
6.5 minutes left to play. Jarvis comes far to the left side. Horace King, Dexter Bussey are the running backs for Greg Landry and the Detroit Lions.
There's those 2 tight ends at the top of your screen.
Now it's popped out to Jarvis. And he gets it up there for the first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line. Greg Westbrook's finally stopped him.
A little quick screen and he split end, and he waited for his offensive lineman to come out and help him on a blocking a little bit. Jarvis went back to the inside and got the first down.
6 minutes left to play in the game.
Giants Dallas, third quarter. Dallas by 17. 68-yard punt return, a run back by Bob Hammond for the New York Giants.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line. That's King ahead of Bussey in the eye. That's Bussey. At the 40, 45, 50, 45. Back to the inside 40. And finally stopped at the 35-yard line.
Again, 31-yard pickup this time for Dexter Bussey. Boy, the blocking of the offensive line. The score does not show the control of the line of scrimmage. Just a little cross-blocking right there. And what a hole, and Bussey just burst through off the left side. Just great running and great blocking by the offensive line for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you, that's been the difference. And, of course, there's only a 4-point difference, but when you gain as many yards as Detroit has, they're usually way in front.
Greg Cassidy injured on the last play. So we have an injury timeout.
Cold night, Bob. Did you put in the Prestone antifreeze?
Prestone. Who needs Prestone?
Prestone. You need Prestone.
If your antifreeze is worn out or you don't have enough, you could be in trouble. So put in a fresh fill of Prestone, too, to prevent corrosion and freeze-ups.
Prestone! We need Prestone!
Prestone. You need Prestone.
Europe's most successful new car in history comes to America. Introducing Fiesta, now imported from Germany by Ford. Fiesta, 0 to 50 in an average of 8.8 seconds. Road-gripping Michelin radial tires. The traction of front-wheel drive and excellent gasoline economy. Fiesta, Europe's most successful new car in history. Test drive one at your authorized Ford dealer now.
Greg Cassidy left under his own power. Landry is 13 for 27, 183 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dexter Bussey has picked up 144 yards and 22 carries. First and 10 Lions at the Saints 35. That's Kane, the tailback in the eye. So they give it to Horace King. He struggles up to the 31-yard line for 4, where it'll be 2nd and 6. Joe Federspiel made the stop.
Horace King, your front man in the eye here. He gets it off the right side, just looking for a little daylight. Puts his head down. He comes back to his left. Joe Federspiel stopped him, but not before he picked up 4.
2nd down and 6 yards to go for the Lions. At the Saints 31. Kane and King. Kane this time. Does not get back to the line of scrimmage. Jim Merlo made the stop.
Kane was supposed to cut inside, Lindsey. He made a bad cut. He tried to get it to the outside. The hole and the play is designed to turn up inside the linebacker, which has worked all day long.
He lost 2 yards on the play, making it 3rd and 8, and we have exactly 4 minutes left to play in the game. Lions 23 and the Saints 19. Jarvis goes to the right side. Landry has quarterbacked the Lions throughout. Kane's a tailback. Kane's got it. Penalty marker is thrown. He goes to the 26-yard line.
Dexter Bussey, as the stats we showed you, over 140 yards rushing. This is his best rushing day in pro football.
Penalty against the Detroit Lions. Jerry Markbright, the referee, marks it out. A 10-yard penalty.
Holding, number 8, offense, 3rd down.
Here's Joe Federspiel, the middle linebacker here. Going to the flow. That's the left tackle now. Left guard Russ Bollinger's moved out to tackle.
That was the 10th Detroit penalty. They've been penalized 84 yards. 3rd and 18 at the Saints 43. 3 minutes, 36 seconds left. Landry puts it way up there for Sanders, and it was Luther Blue, beg your pardon. Luther Blue, incomplete. 4th and 18. So it's 4th down coming up with 3:29 on the clock, and the Lion punting unit is in. Wilbur Summers to do the punting as Landry comes off. Rich Marty is deep for New Orleans. 3:29 on the clock. Lions have a 4-point lead. Well, it hit right on the sideline marker at the 17-yard line. No return, 1st and 10. So that is where the New Orleans Saints will start from. Next Saturday at 4:30 p.m., the CBS Sports Spectacular.
And, of course, the Cup, $250,000 race to Belmont, some of the best 3-year-olds up in the country.
And the Super Bowl of motocross at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum held last July. Bob Hanna, Jim Weinert, Jim Pomeroy, all on the CBS Sports Spec next Saturday. All right, Archie Manning brings them up. 1st and 10 at their own 17. They trail by 4. 3 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock. Archie Manning retreats. That's batted, incomplete. Trying to get it out in the left, flat on a screen outside of Galbraith, but it was batted quickly by Ernest Price, number 72.
Let's watch number 72 now, coming in from the left. It'll be number 72, and it's a quick screen out here to the flat. And boy, big number 72 gets his arms up and deflects it. Incomplete. Ernest Price, a 5-year veteran from Texas A&I. Good range, about 6'5".
2nd down and 10 yards to go for the New Orleans Saints. Stitt, Galbraith, and Munson. Archie Manning guns this one to Galbraith at the 25. Gets it to the 29. That'll be a 1st down.
Good clutch play here. Archie Manning hooking up with Galbraith. There he is on the delay. Lindsey, right over the left side. Manning's got his eye on him. Perfect pass. Galbraith gets it. Now, he doesn't have the 1st down here. He steps